E aí galera do YouTube, tudo bom com vocês? Bem-vindo a mais um vídeo de Genshin Impact. E hoje a gente vai continuar aqui a missão principal, né? Os prantos do hospital de Eleazar. Não sei. A gente vai se encontrar com alguém que o Rei também mencionou, sei lá. Mas né? Esse é o time que a gente vai usar hoje. Minha cookie tá no nível 60, eu posso upar ela acima do 80, mas eu tô esperando. Que eu já gastei dinheiro demais essa semana, então só semana que vem eu vou upar ela. Proficiência. Vamos ver se dá certo esse time. Não um time muito otimizado não, mas é uma boa combinação. Talvez até fosse melhor botar a sucrose no lugar do caso. Quem sabe, né? Ah, né? Talvez seja melhor mesmo a sucrose do que o Casma. Casma. What the fuck? Que é a sucrose da proficiência, não é? Pro time? Beleza. Ok, vamos embora. Ali. Ah é, a gente tava indo falar com a mulher lá, né? Tinha esquecido da existência dela já. Vamos lá. Vou dar a cookie. Bater na porta não, cara. Eu tô entrando pelo jeito.
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Miss Shawnee. Aí tem que botar o parada automática, né?
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
Oxi.
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our stance or something?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want. Go on. Earn her trust.
Sacanagem, hein?
Really that simple?
May I call you Traveler?
É o jeito que todo mundo me chama, pra falar a verdade.
Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something.
Ok.
Do you think the resurrection of the Scarlet King can truly change Sumeru for the better?
Não.
Why is that?
Putaria, cara.
That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations. Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Depende.
Yeah, we came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation. But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
3 pontos se traduz como...
to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
A boca se movendo sem barulho nenhum.
You told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We understand.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in the Scarlet King. I don't belong to either side.
Oh.
And neither side would want me.
Ei, não, calma lá.
The radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
Yeah. Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace.
É.
And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
You can tell them. I'm sure she'll keep your secret.
Alright. I'll tell you what I told Alhaitham.
Ok.
I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most.
Oh.
Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
There are ghosts?
Paimon, qual é?
I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance
Narida?
and always carries very raw emotion. It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often. And when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
Deve ser Narida, então.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good ear, and he's heard similar sounds at night. But, because we're in the middle of a desert, he would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital
Bora!
far from the
Bora pro
village.
hospital.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
Yeah, let's go.
Simbora. Pula! Às vezes demora demais pra pular o negócio, mano. Me dá agonia. Vamos ver se tá o hospital. Acho que o teleporte mais próximo é esse aqui. Ok, isso aqui é o hospital e tem alguns baús em volta.
Oh, is this the place? It's in terrible shape, and there's sand everywhere.
Empty and forgotten. An ideal place to hide people.
Morreram que eu nem sei o que foi que rolou, filho.
Stand with me.
Ah, tem mais alguns ali em cima. Ah, eu tenho que matar todo mundo? Ok, eu vou matar todo mundo então.
Monsters, watch out! Animal test 6308. Stand clear. Ha! Our bond is strong.
Errou! Toma na cara. Tome outro na cara. Toma mais um. Pô. Oh, tem mais. Mentira isso, hein? Errou! Ou não?
Absorption test.
Easy.
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected.
Né? Foi fácil, Paimon.
Strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky?
What?
Or, you know, something like that.
What? Tem alguma coisa se mexendo aqui.
He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
That's it.
This is the one.
Ah, a visão dentro dele. Tá, eu podia fazer isso, mas tudo bem. Ah, tem que ativar o certo, é isso? Quê?
Let's go in and take a look.
Pera, quer dizer, se eu viesse pra cá sem ser pela missão, eu não poderia entrar aí? É isso? Curioso.
Hey, I'll hate them.
Passagem secreta sempre tem.
Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then,
What? What?
I'm taking a break.
This guy.
And just like that,
Ele trouxe um livro.
wait, he even brought a book to read?
Pai, mãe é barulhenta demais, mano.
Fancy.
Vai lá.
Okay, sure.
Huh? The natural position,
Quê?
which is the positional propensity of an
Ele tá estudando física?
natural motion in contrast with an object in forced motion? Huh? When free from external influences, every entity displays the tendency to follow its natural trajectory?
So, you got that?
Tá estudando física, fera.
What's up? You keep reading your book.
Ai, ai, Paimon.
Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this.
Você deveria ler um livro de vez em quando também.
Hey, what good is that gonna do for you? You're acting like one of those annoying grown-ups who go around nagging people to focus on their studies.
Well... Oh, para me sustentar.
Hey, what gives? Shouldn't you be the one providing for Paimon?
Não é isso que eu tô fazendo agora, não?
Oh, right. Okay.
Boa, boa, boa.
Thank you for working so hard and earning
Oh.
If it weren't for you, Paimon would probably still be floating around in the ocean somewhere.
Oh, ok, Paimon, eu te perdoo. Oh, ok. Tamo de boa. De nada. Mas já?
Getting so sleepy.
Tô escutando alguma coisa.
What was that sound?
There it is. It's coming from that direction.
Let's go. O design dele é da hora, eu admito.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
Passagem secreta?
It's from below.
Yeah!
But there's no way we can get down there.
Really?
Something is off about the interior here.
Mano! Ai, ai. Às vezes me dá agonia, mano. Essa burrice óbvia que eles fazem.
As I thought, there's a hidden structure.
Aham.
Wow.
Sabia.
It's like they tucked another hospital into this one.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here. Let's keep exploring.
Ok. Ah, tá. Oh. Hã? What the... Hã? Eu já tá... Hã? Eu já tava lá, mano. What? Oh. Acho que eu entendi o que é que eles querem. Beleza. Oh. Certo. Oh. Eu tava lendo as paradas.
Look, there's someone over there.
É uma pessoa só.
Yeah, let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
Eu controlo isso ou é automático? É automático, ok. Ah, tem alguma parada aí do lado, ok? Isso.
Wait,
Não foi isso que ele disse.
you're...
Exato.
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's grandfather. Also,
Ah, o
why
Rita
is
conhece
there
ele.
anyone here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No, and that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late.
Yeah.
Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him.
O rastro,
There are
ok.
drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with
People? Claro.
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. In their haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner. The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Living proof.
Why do you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Quando o cara que usou a parada lá. Sim. O cara dos inimigos que enlouqueceu.
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting the same way.
Correct. The academia is behind all of this.
Eu sabia,
It's difficult
claro.
to deduce their rationale. First, the academia spread a false rumor of the Scarlet King's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the academia. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the academia.
Caem sobre o Rei Escarlate,
are offloaded onto the Scarlet King's followers. Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since the Scarlet King's death all those years ago. Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises. Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of the Scarlet King and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought the scholars to Aru village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons. An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them.
Se tá vivo ou se tá
That
morto.
makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what exactly?
Experimentos, tá?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Utilizando aquele negócio do Sassara infinito, né?
And knowledge comes from people's brains?
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain...
Não.
Paimon doesn't want to think about this.
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with the
É,
project.
faz sentido.
Anyway, judging by Rizak's state,
Eu chego o
the
rastro.
contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process.
Exageraram na extração.
His curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Paimon's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
Só que tá com uma caixa, provavelmente. Dizer que crescimento tem a ver com construir autores, caramuchos, conhecimento para transformar essa música em um deus.
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer.
Yes, I know everything.
That's right. Some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge. But what is their ultimate goal?
É viver o
Quite some time trying to analyze the
arco
contents of the
anterior.
knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the academia may as well shut its doors.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed. This matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Claro que não.
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than
Até
that.
eu sabia disso, Paimon.
There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru.
Tu não conhece o cara ainda não, é?
Said for the rest of Tibet as well. What do you plan to do about that? Save every last person?
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
I've been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the academia, but you're not one of them.
Só esquisito.
You're probably right. Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Uniqueness is also an asset.
É verdade. Ser igual é muito chato.
That's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her
É
life would
verdade.
definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that. He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us. Work out the next
Alright.
step after we return to Aru village.
Ok. Escutei um barulho. Que é isso? Ah. Pensei que era um rato, mano, aquele bicho. Sim, cadê a parada que eu tava indo ler? Não era aqui não? Ok, vamos voltar pra vila. Vou ver se eu termino ainda hoje a história. Quando eu digo hoje, eu não me refiro a esse vídeo. Eu me refiro hoje o dia. É só eu gravar mais um vídeo desse ou dois que deve terminar, eu acho. Aproveitar que é sexta-feira, né? Tô livre pra gravar.
What's the situation?
Who's this?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
Tô young.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar Hospital served as the academia's site for extracting divine cant knowledge.
Yes.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru village, since divine cant knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew we were on their trail. Why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
We may have a mole in our midst.
Entre nós. É a Deia.
One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the academia.
É o pirralho. É o pirralho.
Huh? Are our friendships that shallow?
É o pirralho.
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Ah, tá. Chamou muita atenção.
What's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
So what you're saying is...
No.
Sino's the mole. Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, I'll hate them, since you were always acting alone.
I know. You have a point, but I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra?
Ele é alguém importante, fera.
As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you? If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing a thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
You're saying that the academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
Mais ou menos.
It's capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
It predicted my every move.
Damn.
The academia has been watching you longer than you think.
Oi,
So that's how it is.
faltou o resto.
Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from. Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
É. Como é que a gente...
I
Tá,
have an
pô.
idea.
Oh.
If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Oh.
You bounce back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it is. Paimon gets it now. If the academia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be...
Enquanto que ele não vai. Ah, um deles já passou. Ah.
That's right.
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going.
Oh. Oh.
I
Deia?
must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Vocês notaram que a Deia acabou de sair ou não? Oi! Vocês não notaram que ela acabou de sair?
Go too.
You want to go too? If so, you have to promise you'll stay safe.
Sério? Vocês vão levar o Pirrailho?
Grandpa, I promise I'll be careful and not cause any trouble.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Yay, let's go! Remember to pack some food with you. Paimon feels like we're missing someone though.
Oi! Really? Como que vocês... Ok. Posso teleportar direto pra onde eu tenho que ir? Talvez. Ok.
So, where do we go from here?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
Ok. Sério que eu tenho que seguir ele?
I know the desert like the back of my hand. Is that because you play here a lot? Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert. but I was the one who brought him back.
Oh, tem alguma coisa no chão.
There's something here.
Eu vi primeiro.
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll up our sleeves and do some work.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough.
Mas tu tá voando!
Okay. So, we have to dig it out? Whatever's down there, it looks like it's buried really deep.
Let's go!
These are likely fragments of an academia-developed device, something akin to a headset. Looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way because there are device fragments scattered around here. Let's split up and search the area. Chances are that we'll find other things nearby.
Okie dokie. Eu?
Is this what we're searching for? It looks kind of
Realmente parece capacete.
This is definitely
Tem até um
a
chifre.
device used to extract divine knowledge.
How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't
Cada
have been
tempestade de
happening
areia que
here.
teve mais cedo.
They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what? Grandpa, I hope you're okay. Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be fine.
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left fairly recently.
We should be able to catch up.
One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand, I
Tempestade.
believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm.
Exato.
Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
Eles tiveram que se esconder da tempestade depois do ataque, hein? Então não deve estar longe mesmo, não.
But running on sand is so tiring. But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon?
Exato!
Is flying over sand tiring too? Of course it is.
Bela observação, garoto. Continua correndo, homem. Aqui?
Voices, over there.
Tô travado.
An argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
É.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us.
Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting.
Oh, Dia?
Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
I knew it. That's our Dia.
Tia? Why would you...
Ela tá tentando se infiltrar?
Tia!
What the f...
Hey, what are you doing?
Eu vou dar uma tapa nesse garoto.
Huh?
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa?
Eu posso dar um tapa no garoto?
Why are you on their side?
Well, look who's here. Ain't that something?
This complicates things.
You've betrayed Aru village?
So, this is the great General Mahamatra. Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself, I have the means and methods, and my ideals are far more admirable than theirs.
Huh.
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know that.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
It doesn't matter.
Obrigado.
Whichever side you pick, nothing could deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting the Scarlet King. Once our Lord of Old returns to this land, we will have a new beginning.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of the Scarlet King. Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort, my soul will always carry this conviction.
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring the Scarlet King back to life.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life. Even if the chance of success is 1 in a million, we must be willing to give everything we have.
Even if it'll expose you to the academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these years?
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land. But fate has finally dealt me a hand to play against the academia. With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall of Samiel.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these 2 men. They're also against the academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
They look more like pawns of the academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata have to say? Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed the
Ai,
Scarlet.
crenças cegas.
We desert dwellers will never trust the likes of you.
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile. Perhaps we should.
Calma
Do
lá.
you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the academia? These people have no value as bargaining chips, but I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage.
Oh!
These scholars were exiled from the academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater asset to you.
Ué?
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade places with the hostages, do you?
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly accept my offer.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars, perhaps even find out the truth.
Think you can talk me over with that confident look of yours?
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the academia?
Not all desert dwellers believe in the Scarlet King, and the same applies to the academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the academia's way of doing things?
You academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall. I've made myself clear enough. I will listen to another word from the Dendro Archon.
Deixa a faca falar.
Not so fast.
Oh?
I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me? Do you trust me?
Oh.
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm.
Braço direito?
Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the academia, you need to steel yourself. You can't be afraid.
An arm from the Flame Mane. You've piqued my interest. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs. And mercs don't tend to live long unless they have their wits about them.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Fera!
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just wants to make things more difficult!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Ramon, I'm holding up my end of the deal here. You'd better not let me down.
Wait, what? Wait.
Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
Pera aí, ô. Oh.
No! Dia, what are you gonna do? Think of something!
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it. E aí, quem é que vai parar? Com certeza ela não vai perder o braço. Mas quem é que vai entrar no caminho aí?
Stop.
Ah, tá.
What's wrong? Can't do it?
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to pieces? You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon tomorrow.
Ok. Talvez tiveram que fazer negociações porque eles estão com reféns, tipo, com a faca no pescoço, digamos assim.
Counting on him not going through with it.
Pirralho burro!
What? Crazy! Have you all lost your minds? What if he'd actually cut your arm off?
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm.
Oi!
Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down to seal the deal, you know?
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with the likes of them. If it came down to it, you would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
As you wish.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened.
Deixa eu dar um tapa
I
nele.
should have trusted you.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself?
Normal. Ele é assim.
Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and rest up. Today was just a trial run. Noon tomorrow is gonna be the hard part.
Teve muita conversa nesse episódio, hein? Caraca. E ainda vai ter mais. Eu odeio isso, cara. Espere até amanhã seguinte, 6 da manhã, ok. Nossa, por um segundo eu pensei que eu tinha visto 2 sinos.
You're all here so early.
6 da manhã, realmente.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you sure you want to come with us?
I'll watch from a safe distance. Dia, I want to be there to bring Grandpa home.
Okay, let's go then.
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday. No more of that today, understood?
Ooh!
Or I'll be very upset with you.
Ooh!
Fine.
Agora não escute. Pra onde é que eu vou? Pô, sério? Ainda bem que eu tenho esse teleporte aqui, porque senão... Cheguei! E aí? Tô na área. Ali. Tá com muita cara de armadilha. Tá com muita cara de armadilha isso.
They got here before us.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held everyone up?
Você não precisa admitir isso.
Is everything ready?
Absolutely.
Pera, como assim? Reféns. Só tem uma pessoa.
Fewer people than I imagined.
Ah.
Bring him over.
Esse é o Grandpa?
Grandpa! Why is there only one of them?
Né?
Come on. I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a one-for-one exchange. Sounds fair, don't you think? And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is already a huge compromise on my part. Don't you think you've asked enough?
You stay right there.
Acabaram as negociações, fera. Oh, yes. Nossa senhora.
What do you think you're doing?
Nossa.
Don't you see this blade here?
Sino.
Coward, why are your hands shaking? Wait a second, it's a earthquake!
A gente tá afundando na areia. Wait, what? What? A gente... What?
Paimon's dizzy.
A gente afundou na areia, maluco. A gente veio para onde? Sino. Ah, Dia tá bem. A principal tá bem. Tem um buraco no chão.
This day's going just great.
What a nuisance.
The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. The village keeper protected us. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said, it may well have been the remains of Lesser Lord Kusanali's power inside the scholar's body. The Dendro Archon. The present one.
Grandpa? Grandpa? Oh no. He's getting confused again.
Hey, look around you.
Cadê os carinha?
Did there used to be a temple here?
Oh. Oh.
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures.
You don't
The
say.
symbols on the gate belong to the Scarlet King's civilization.
Oh.
This structure must be ancient. Over time, the sandstorms completely buried it and left it in the state we see now. It could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
Oh, a miracle. Praise the Scarlet King.
What's he doing here? And his men too?
Eles também foram salvos.
Down here with us. Pretty lucky if you ask me. Most of them seem in really bad shape, except for him. He got off lightly.
Porque ele tava perto da Dia.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted Lord has shown us the way to his sacred palace.
He's not actually gonna go in there, is he?
As it happens, I want to take a look inside too.
What are you doing?
Eu também quero.
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, remnants of the Scarlet King's civilization appear. Two major deities are vying to showcase their power.
Talvez esse vídeo demore 1h30.
It's a shame not to witness them both.
Será que vai ser o final, hein? Se eu...
Interested in gods.
Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being. Or creature, you could say. New discoveries are always worth investigating. Whether they have anything to do with gods is neither here nor there.
Raman, what are you gonna do about your men?
I'll just let them lay here. The Scarlet King will take care of his people. Right now, I'm going inside.
Esse cara merecia um... Eu não li isso, mano. Eu não li isso. Lara Croft. Oh, God. Lara Croft. Ah, primeiro foi aquele negócio do Indiana Jones e agora de Lara Croft. Meu Deus. Ah, pirraio. Ai. Esse mundo é cheio. É isso mesmo. Como é que eu abro isso? Aplico dentro? Ah! Recomendado. Fogo elétrico cryo. Faz um tempinho desde a última vez que eu usei minha Yula.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension. It looked completely desolate from the outside. Yet, it flows with energy inside.
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Raman.
Huh? Me?
Ué,
Do you see another Raman here?
que bicho.
Mocking me?
Esse bicho é meio chato, hein?
What do you mean, sir?
Interpret it however you want. But there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over from the Scarlet King civilization, the energy that flows in here is that of the Dendro Archon.
Whatever you say. It's not like I have a vision.
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an academic journey.
It does seem kind of strange. If that's true, then we might have to explore this whole area to find an explanation.
Ok. Ah! Ok, eu provavelmente vou ter que usar isso aí pra abrir o caminho, né? Mas o que tem aqui? Eu posso subir nisso? Seria bom pra subir aqui com o caso, mas, né? Vou deixar quieto. Vamos ver o que é pra fazer aqui. Esse aqui é isso aqui mesmo. Minha ideia era outra, né? Mas já que funcionou, quem sou eu pra discutir, né? Whatever. Resolvi o quebra-cabeça e é isso que importa. Oh. Tem alguma coisa aqui. Olá, galerinha.
Shine down. Beg for mercy. Shudder.
No caso, seria Por que isso aqui tá piscando? Ah, ok. Vamos ver o que tem por aqui.
More speed.
Ah, tá.
Illusion shot. There is no escape.
Tu atirou em mim, cara. Qual é? O cara se aproveitou só porque eu não tava usando o Bennett. Se eu tivesse botado o Bennett, eles iam ver o que é dano. Entendo. Ok. O que a gente vai achar aqui? Tá. Quebra-cabeça. Mother! Abre-te, Sésamo.
Shine down. Propagate. Everybody stand back.
Venham até mim.
Let's light it up.
Ok.
There is no escape. Off we go. Adventure. Scatter.
Tome. Easy. Ah! Não era isso aqui que eu tava vendo do outro lado, né? Ah, ali. Ok.
Illusion shattered.
Ok. Ah. Ah. E aí, galerinha?
Teamwork is dreamwork. Shine down. Beg for mercy. Crush. Shudder.
Toma.
Propagate. Let's
Toma isso aqui também. Mais esse. Easy. Sim, o que é que tá escrito aqui? Que? Subir. Acho que eu entendi. Eu acho que eu entendi. É, entendi. Posso já? Eu sou muito bom. Eu sinto presença de inimigos. Vai aparecer um inimigo forte aqui, já tô sentindo.
Terminate. I'm going in. Illusion shattered.
Sintam!
You shall perish. Scatter. There is no escape.
Easy. Eu odeio esses bichos, cara. Por isso que eu curto o caso. Que é isso? Como assim desativar? What? What? Hum?
You want to learn some Favonia's blade work? Alright.
Oh, now that's a sight to see.
Oh.
The Scarlet King's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are
Oh.
a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of the Scarlet King.
Ok. Oh, pra cá. Oh! Oh! Pera. Não é... Não é não. Eu ia dizer, será que é aquela árvore da visão lá? Mas não, é não. Não deve ser. Eu não posso correr. Ok, então vamos andando mesmo. Ou será que é?
Oh, it looks so beautiful.
Damn. Eu subi por aqui. Escadas são para os fracos. Cutscene?
Wait,
Ainda não.
what's that?
Uma estátua do Anubis?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
Túmulo.
Oh, these are Scarlet King runes.
They left something behind. Yes. It's an elegy written in an ancient script.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
You can read ancient Scarlet King script?
Of
What?
course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
Of course. Of course.
Serious, right?
Não, na verdade não. Aposto que é verdade.
Something off about this place. The elemental energy here is too concentrated. The scent of life. Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
What the fuck? Oh?
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from the Scarlet King's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Academia's rules?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself.
Show me.
You'll
Show me the
understand after
money.
watching it.
Show me the money. Pode iniciar. Oh, cutscene.
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise.
Canria.
A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. The Scarlet King brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies.
Alazar!
Even the land was stripped of its vigor.
Elezar.
Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Ruka Devata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible.
Ooh.
She summoned the priests to build temples and infuse infused into them
A versão adulta da Narida. Da Kusanali.
the disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more.
Beautiful.
Helping the Scarlet King to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child.
Narida.
Strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
E aí, Rama? É esse o nome dele?
The priest's memories.
No, impossible.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro Archon and the Scarlet King were never enemies at all.
But this doesn't make any sense. The Dendro Archon's followers, they're clearly...
Was that the former Dendro Archon? She became so tiny in the end.
Narida. Pula!
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt the Scarlet King's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last words.
I've never heard about any of this before. The surviving followers of the Scarlet King all gathered in Aru village. Our god did not make mistakes. We refused to believe any of the rumors. The Scarlet King's death, the all but total annihilation of our civilization, it was all Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's doing. We saw her as nothing more than a traitor, who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans, fighting, feuding, double-crossing each other to survive in the desert.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eyes, ears, and heart, how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known. Am I really supposed to believe that after all these years, all this time seeking revenge, suddenly now my enemy is my savior?
Raman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of yourself.
Dia, tell me, my Aramites and I, what are we even fighting for?
Pelo povo?
Hey, how you doing?
I'll live. Thanks. I should probably go. Can't just stay here forever.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of everything I've done. You'll get everything you're asking for. But please, give me some time. After everything that's happened here today, somehow I need to explain it to the others.
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. This is where our camp's located. Make a note of it.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow, I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side. And I'll return every last one of your your village keepers. We'll share our other resources with you too.
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy is the sages.
Yes, the gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all this that need to face the consequences of their actions.
That must have been rough, but he seems to have figured things out now.
Depois do que viu.
Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy feat. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in the Scarlet King. But now that that's changed, I guess we have a few more people on our side.
Uma boa mudança.
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and a nice, long sleep. We'll need all our energy tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're leaving!
Stop yelling.
Ô, baú. Quando o sol escuro... Deixa eu ler, cara. Deixa eu dar uma olhada. Ok. Vamos lá. Cheguei! Ramar.
Raman?
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village shortly.
I guess all I can say now is thanks for agreeing to help.
Don't mention it. I think we can both agree you went to hell and back for it. But we share a common cause now. From here on out, we're allies.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
Oh.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Pula!
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
Estão usando a caixa.
That's right.
Oh! Esse é o perigoso.
General Mahamatra? No. Make it quick, please.
Exato, pera. O sino deve dar medo em todo mundo, pera.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by ourselves.
No, not Sino. He's gonna tear us limb from limb.
I could do worse.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise,
outros métodos.
resort to other methods.
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why? What are they trying to accomplish?
They, wanted to extract canned knowledge.
Don't play dumb. You know what I'm really asking. They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
I really don't know how to explain it.
Well, you better start talking or you'll be sorry.
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Posso fazer uma pergunta a eles?
Be my guest.
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything. You're serious, aren't you?
Yeah.
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. They are creating a new god. A god that will belong to them and to the people of Sumeru. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far between. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was still with us.
Que tal recorrer à sua arconte atual?
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought a gnosis and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research facilities. The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed. He asked them, do you wish to create a god?
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of academia looks like.
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a divine vessel, which was based on an exquisite humanoid puppet. After that, they harvested dreams via the Zeb-Zerus Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha's output. With the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a divine core. Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge quantity of divine canned knowledge.
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the Scholar's madness for centuries, but to no avail. Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe Al-Haytham. If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher. In other words, it's the source of the God of Wisdom's omniscience and omnipotence.
You must have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't care about who their god is. It's the ability to exercise control over knowledge and wisdom that matters. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence that burns in their blood. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to sources of light. For the sages, their only source of hope is the existence of a deity who embodies the acme of wisdom. This is but a form of phototaxis. For many scholars, the absence of a god of wisdom means stumbling in the darkness for the duration of their lives.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god, why try to create another one?
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated her as a god. When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But upon evaluation, they found that at the time she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to accept that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata had indeed passed away. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's Gnosis had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor the spectacular insight expected of a god of wisdom. Slowly but surely, people began to forget about her existence.
So, this is the path the sages have chosen.
Os humanos são cruéis.
If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change up our scenery. Raman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars, they're coming too.
Sure, as you wish.
Ok, vamos lá. Pra Vila da Candace de novo? É isso aí. Candace, I'm home!
The village keepers you found have all been returned.
Nossa senhora, como tá alto.
And each one has a dedicated caregiver to look after them. The two new scholars are being kept under close supervision, too.
Good work.
Really great work, everyone.
The atmosphere is so heavy.
Bem. Ninguém vai me perguntar como é que eu sabia sobre o novo Deus?
Hey, say something. Stop spacing out.
Come on, is there nothing left to talk about? In that case, let's all get some water and try to think about something else.
Sai da frente da Deia, mouse. Qual é?
Some snacks.
Paimon's
so coming with you.
Paimon.
Do you have any plans, traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
Que sei. Ah.
So you were still withholding some information?
Even though we lived through all of this firsthand, it still feels super surreal to hear you talk about it again.
Que vivenciamos até agora em Sumério.
What a whirlwind of a story. I felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
É.
Seems like there'll be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Ramon's joined us, we'll be an even stronger team.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed. These events are a flagrant transgression of the rules in every sense. We cannot allow it to continue.
Yes.
So, everyone, are we on the same page?
Yes.
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That is our ultimate goal.
Eu farei o meu melhor.
Well, let's brainstorm a little more about what other resources we can draw on.
The next time we gather here, we must have a solid plan.
Yep, it'll work out for sure.
Esse é o final? Tá com cara. Eu acho que esse é o final. Esse foi o final. 34 minutos. Talvez eu junte com... Pera, deixa eu falar com todo mundo. Primeiramente, presente pra tu. C4. Nice. Agora deixa eu falar com todo mundo. Vamos ver o que todo mundo tem a dizer.
You must let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Ok?
Though I cannot leave Aru Village, I can't help but feel stirred when I see the looks in your eyes. I've never felt as roused as this when fighting alone in the past. I suppose this must be the power of camaraderie.
You can count on me. Tu agora.
Don't rush. This is a big undertaking, and the planning and preparation for what lies ahead will no doubt take some time.
Eu só tava perguntando. Nossa.
We need to make sure the plan is as effective as possible.
He's starting to read his book again. Hey, are you even listening?
Ai.
Would you like me to lend you something to read?
No way. Your books aren't quite to Paimon's taste.
São muito inteligentes pra ela.
I know my books are far too difficult for you, and I have no intention of lending them out.
You're so annoying.
Ok. Ok, agora é o sino.
In the past, I never imagined that even the gods could suffer from hardship. If we can find a way to change all of this, will this nation become a better place?
Talvez. E minha querida Deia. Dia.
The past few days have been
Dia a dia.
challenging work I've ever taken on, and none of it'll earn me a single mora.
Oh,
I can't believe it.
quer um dinheiro?
Look on the bright side, Dia. Maybe we'll get a huge reward after this is all over.
You've got a point. Hey, what would you do if you woke up tomorrow with more money than you could ever spend?
Pergunta difícil.
Boatloads of tasty snacks.
É claro, Paimon, é claro.
That's it?
Essa é a Paimon.
And
Ela só pensa em comida, mano.
How adorable.
Yeah.
Well, here's to all our indulgent fantasies. If there's a chance they can come true, I'll give it my best shot. And here's hoping that everything we do from now on will change this world for the better.
É. Bom, mas é isso aí, povo. Pronto. Se curtiram o vídeo, deixa um like. Não se esqueça de se inscrever para não perder os próximos vídeos. Ative o sininho para receber notificação quando tiver vídeo novo. E acho que só. Essas missões aqui são do evento. Isso aqui é do Sonho Dourado, que eu não faço nem ideia do que se trata, mas eu não vou gravar isso. Como eu disse, eu só gravo quando tem dublagem. E eu acho que só. Acho que só. Agora... Fora esse evento novo que tá tendo aí de Mondstadt, cadê o evento? É esse aqui? É esse aqui. Acho que até o 3.2 não vai ter novidade não. Então, né? O próximo vídeo que eu vou postar vai ser provavelmente os próximos vídeos para concluir esse evento e depois a gente se vê no 3.2. Vamos ver isso aí. Esse vídeo vai ficando por aqui. Vejo vocês. Nossa, os olhos dessa mulher. Vejo vocês no próximo episódio de Genshin Impact. Valeu! Falou!